everyone, it's Strawberry Bunnies, and today I'm going to talk about the different types of Disney pins. So there's many different kinds, and these are pins that you'll encounter when you pin trade. So these first three pins here are just some different pins from different parks. This pin of Eeyore is from Tokyo Disney Resort, and you can tell that if it's not on the cardboard pin thing. It says Disney Resort Tokyo. So same with the Eiffel Tower of the Cheshire Cat. It's from Disneyland Paris. And then we have this Ariel pin, which is from Paint the Night, which was for the 60th in Disneyland, and it was limited release, and there you see that it's got the D60th. This is another type of pin. This is a piece of Disney history, because this pin actually has a piece of the Alice ride when they remodeled and redid it in Disneyland, and that was in, does it say on here? 2015. And then it says contains a piece from the scaffolding from the Dark Ride, and it's limited edition of 2000. Then we have pins like this, which is from the Disney Soda Fountain, the Disney Soda Store in Hollywood. And you can tell the back here, I had to put a different pin back on just because it kept falling out of my bag. But see how the back is all ice cream cones? That lets you know that it's from the Disney Soda Store. Another pin from the Disney Soda Store that you will see are these. They are all characters with ice cream or coffee or hot chocolate. And these are called Pin Trader Delights. They still have ice cream cones on them, but they will have the limited edition. This one is limited edition of 400, and it will also have the code for what pin it is on the side. Fake ones of these don't have that. These pins you get if you buy I think the price was $14.95 for the Pin Trader Delight ice cream. Then you get to pick out what pin they still have left, and you get that, and they're always limited edition, and these pins go up in value. A lot of these pins go for $50 to $100 just within a couple months of it coming out, so it's a good value if you're ever there in Hollywood. This pin is a jumbo pin. It is massive. This is from Toy Story. Woody used to have a part of his arm here that you could move around, but it eventually fell off. And this is limited edition of 500. These pins are massive, so compared to a normal size pin, you can definitely tell why they're jumbos. There are also other pins called mini jumbos, and this is a mini jumbo of Bolt with Mittens and Rhino. So these are really cool. There's one other type of jumbo, which is a super jumbo. So it's even bigger than this. It would be like two of these together. This is a hidden Mickey. And you can tell it's a hidden Mickey because it has the Mickey little symbol down here. And this is Ludwig van Drake. And on the back, it says hidden Mickey pin 4 of 5. So it's the 4th out of the 5 pins that you can get. And you can only get these by trading with cast members or guests in the park. This is a Disney Imagineering pin. So you can only buy this pin in the Imagineering studio, which is only for cast members. So you can't go if you're just like a normal person. You can buy these pins offline, but sometimes you'll get fakes. But to tell that it's an Imagineering pin, on the back it has the Mickey Sorcerer hat, and it'll list the limited edition number, which this one is 220. This is a normal rack pin. A rack pin is a pin you can buy in the parks at any of them, sometimes on DisneyStore.com as well. And these pins go from $5 to sometimes $20. They're not limited edition, they're not rare. The only way that they become rare or sought after is if it's a character you can't get a hold of. So this pin is Bing Bong and Joy. It's really hard to get this pin, even though it's a rack pin. And the back will just have Mickey ears. Just when you're in the park, if you really enjoy a character and you see it in a store, go ahead and buy it then. Because chances are it may not be in another store if it's a rare character to find. This pin is a pin that you would get if you join up and sign up for the Disney travel, like a Disney traveling package. They'll hand these out with some other different ones. You'll get like one of them. And so you'll see these a lot in the park to trade because people will trade for a different pin. Which is cool because this pin has, I think his name's like Phil. Anyway, he's the hippie van. He's really hard to find anything of, so this is the only thing that I found with him on it. Here's the back, and see it's from Costco Travel Company. So from Costco, the food company. This large pin is a Disney Auctions pin. eBay and DisneyAuctions.com used to give you these pins, or you could buy them after you spent so much money on their website or things like that. And to tell that it's a Disney auction pin, they have these little hammers on the side. It's a hammer and this is Disney. This is limited edition 2,500. So these pins, they're really, really hard to get a hold of because they don't do this anymore. So these are really popular right now. This pin was at a pin trader night. This is limited edition, and it says back here, Pin Celebration 2002, limited edition 3,500. And see, it's got Figment. It says Pin Celebration. So you can only get this if you went to that Pin Celebration. This is a Music Memory, I think it's what it's called, pin. Oh. Anyway, they take songs from the movie and make a pin of it. And this one also moves. And this is from the song Up, Down, Touch the Ground from Winnie the Pooh. And to tell that it's one of these music pins, besides the music notes on the front, it has it also on the back. This pin is a pin from Narnia. It is limited edition of 750, and it says a Walt Disney World cast exclusive. This is a cast member only pin. And see on the front, it also says for opening day in 2008, cast member. So you can only get this if you're a cast member at one of the Disney parks when this came out. So you can trade these with cast members if you trade them, you know, like a pin that's the same kind of value, or buy it online. This is another type of travel pin. It says Walt Disney Travel Company. And you'll see these in the park sometimes that people are trading. And it's actually pretty cool, this one, because it's Sorcerer Mickey. And it's hard to find anything with Sorcerer Mickey. So, and it's even got the little plane up there with Mickey ears. This is a photo ball pin. Photo ball pins were released in the Disney store. They had 101, and it was the countdown to the millennium. This is pin 70 out of 101, and see it says photo ball, made in China, and Disney. And it's got little Mickey heads. And the back will be these old clasp backs like that, not the Mickey ears, so not these guys. So a lot of people will think, hey, that's a fake pin because it doesn't have a Mickey back. No, actually it is a Disney pin. And these are actually pretty valuable because it was from so long ago. And they have like characters that you can't find pins for. Tons of characters that you can't find anywhere but on these. So if you have some of these and you didn't know what to do with them, you can trade them in the parks to people. This is another one like the Rabbit Giant I showed you. This is Stitch, and this pin was for Mickey's All-American Parade. So in 2004. And it says it right there on the back. So you could only get it if you went to that parade at the time. This is an old Disney Store pin. Disney Store used to sell pins and stopped a long time ago. I'm going to say back in like 2000. But on the back of these, it doesn't have Mickey ears. The Mickey ear back. It's another metal clasps. And no Mickey ears on the background. It says Walt Disney. And this used to be where the price tag was, and it came off. But these you can also still trade in the park, and people would love it if you do, because these also are hard to find images or characters that you can't find today. This is another type of pin. This is not a Disney pin. So I'm going to put this on here to explain that to people. This is a fantasy pin. So, fantasy pin means someone takes a Disney character, does something different to it, goes and makes a whole bunch of pins after that cast. This is the Cheshire Cat as Bing Bong, and this is limited edition of 100. So the person that made this only made 100 of these. And you can buy these online, but make sure when you're buying a pin, if you want it to be a Disney pin, make sure that the back says that it's a Disney pin, has the Mickey waffle on the back, which a Mickey waffle is this thing, this round waffle print, and see all the Mickey heads and stuff. It doesn't have any of that because it's a fantasy pin. But fantasy pins are actually pretty cool. I mean, Bing Bong as a Cheshire Cat, in my opinion, is amazing. So I had to buy it, and that there was only 100 of it made. I haven't seen it anymore. It was just that one short time. So it makes me happy. This was an extremely special and rare pin that you could get during the 60th. For a few months there, each month they would release one of these pins. They were all limited edition, all different colors. I think there's either between 6 or 10 different ones of these. I was only able to get one because they would sell out so quickly, even though I was there a lot during this event. I had an annual pass. I was there for all of the holidays. It seemed like every other week I was in Disneyland. So I'm actually fortunate that I had these. I think if you were local and went every day is the only way that you could get like all of them. But it always has a picture of Walt, black and white with the park. This one says, I felt there should be something built, some kind of family park where parents and children could have fun together. And it's got the Matterhorn and that magnetic locks with the diamond, 60th, Walt Disney signature. And it was $15.95. And here's the back. It was limited edition of 3,000, and it's one of 7. So there were 7 pins. Each one of these pins is worth so much money. Some of them are more, like pin number 1, but these pins go for $200 to sometimes $400 a piece. This pin is called a pin on pin, which means that here's a pin, and it has another spot sticking out from it, which we call in the pin world a pin on pin. This is of the Haunted Mansion, and another cool thing about this pin is see all the different layers and the different colors. That's a really interesting and highly detailed pin, so it's really cool. Then we have these pins, which move somehow, which are pretty neat. And then this pin was a limited release of Winter Dreams for World of Color. So it was World of Color, and this theme was Winter Dreams. And the back here, it says limited limited release. And then lastly, the last type of pin is this mini pin, which a mini pin is extremely small compared to another pin. So here was the pin I just showed you, and here's the size of a mini pin. They're really hard to find. They're also